Meghan Markle here.
Today is September 16, 2025. It is 1:22 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 is on PYTE, talking about Harry's birthday, and there were some tweets regarding Disney. Yeah, there's a special in the US that's gonna come out on the 21st regarding Disney. I shared that on my last video, and then there were some phone calls from the UK I share in that same video. So go on PYTE and go check it out. So now I'm over here. I'll be talking about some tweets that I left or I didn't get a chance to record regarding when Harry was in was it Ukraine? I think Ukraine. So we're gonna cover some of these. I want to know myself, okay? So you guys probably done with that. Maybe other squaddies already checked them, talk about them, but I haven't. Okay, so there's that. Okay, this is influence class carrying royal. Prince Harry is all that and more. How dignified and impactful. This is impact because this is a misspell here. The O is right next to the P on the keyboard, so that's a misspell. How dignified and impactful. I like words. Lack, L-A-C-K. Shout out to the Sussex squad for wrestling the deranged being in the mud so good King Harry doesn't need to. Alright, so let's listen to this. There will be screenshots. I will not stop in between because I'm going to use that same video and put it on our Port of Pew service. This is where I talk about Harry and Meghan's work, so there won't be any screenshot when I share that. Hopefully I have nothing to say. Okay.
It's been great having the Duke of Sussex and Dr. Tedros from the WHO here. The Centre for Paediatric Blast Injury Studies is doing unique work to provide specialist prosthetics for children. We are the only place in the world where this work is done, and we showed him how we simulate blast injury from the impact of the blast all the way through to how you deal with that surgically, right the way through to rehabilitation, how important that is, and the prosthetics that we hope to build. And it's really wonderful to have our partner, Save the Children, doing this work with us.
Right now, from Democratic Republic of Congo to Gaza to Ukraine, more and more children are impacted by blast injuries. This partnership brings together research, practical support on the ground, and advocacy to protect children. The main goal is to get children on the road to recovery. From the impact of blast injuries, right through to getting children back into school, able to learn, thrive, and just be children again.
Okay, one of the things I said earlier, which was not recorded, is that you have a group who's causing, putting people in need of that what Harry is helping those organizations to do. It's very sad to see the state of our humanity and what's happening in the Middle East, and I'm sure in Africa, which I haven't come. Some of you telling me I should talk more about what's going on in Africa. I don't know. I don't have the things for me to talk about. Maybe if I did look, I will find, but whatever. It's very sad. You have a group who's causing, putting people in need of this, and then you have a group of people who's, trying to solve the issue to make people to continue their lives, but in an artificial way. It's very sad. Our world is upside down. Alright, just a repeat PSA to the deranged amongst us. I do not engage your ilk. Am I black you? One thing I love about Harry and Meghan, supporting charities or organizations, and you can always see the impact they have on them. This is not just learning and listening, but providing solutions to problems too. Yeah, they put money where their mouth is, and the others are complaining that royal don't donate. Yeah, the other one just go and smile. but they want praise. It's unbelievable. He's everything to be, is desperately keen to be, but never will. An internationally recognized and well-respected spokesman and statesman. How can you not like this initiative? There's that. So agree, the perfect advocate. There's a heart, 100% and more heart. Next tweet. Okay, so this is going back to Ukraine as well. I don't know if this is a video. I didn't probably. Okay, so they're reporting on it. See how reporting is straightforward, especially from the big boys. Alright, let's go into it. So that was in September 12th. Sky News. Prince Harry in Ukraine, Kiev, with correspondent Laura Bundock and member of Ukraine Parliament speaking on why Prince Harry's visit is important. 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Cohen there reporting from Downing Street. Now, Prince Harry has made a surprise visit to the Ukrainian capital Kyiv. The Duke of Sussex, who served 10 years in the British Army, made the trip to meet military personnel seriously injured in the war with Russia. It caps a busy week for the Prince, who reunited with his father, the King, on Wednesday for their first meeting in more than a year. Our royal correspondent Laura Bundock reports.
His arrival in Ukraine was unexpected, but not entirely surprising, and Prince Harry was warmly welcomed to Kyiv, hugged by the woman who'd encouraged him to come. This was a meaningful mission. The Duke of Sussex wants, we're told, to do everything possible for those wounded in the war. And with his Invictus Games Foundation, he met injured soldiers. He knows his presence here means a lot.
Well, Prince Harry is the person whom everybody in the world knows. So this brings a new visibility to the war we are in, and it brings visibility to the human price that we are all paying for this war. Prince Harry has been well known for taking care of the wounded soldiers. He's here on that mission as well. And unfortunately, we have thousands and thousands of people who have lost their limbs.
This isn't his first time in Ukraine. He was here in April this year, visiting a rehabilitation centre in Lviv. His Invictus Foundation's been helping injured Ukrainian soldiers, with many taking part in the Invictus Games, widely seen as one of Prince Harry's big successes. This whole trip has felt like a reset for Harry. He's been bouncy, relaxed and upbeat. After the previous negative narrative, there's now a renewed positivity. For the Duke of Sussex, it's been a successful few days, a series of engagements and that meeting with his father. Harry's hinted he'd like to visit more often. That now seems much more likely. Laura Bundock, Sky News.
Now, the government's controversial.
Alright, so if you go on our Part of Pew service, you'll see this reporting without any screenshot or interruption. I tried to record it without any interruption so I don't record it twice. But the thing that came to mind as I was listening to this is that I remember there was a time Bojo, the former Prime Minister of the UK, said something about robot. They want robot to be used for military and things like that. These are the group, okay, the MAGA mindset type of group, who's standing by, okay, just watching, meanwhile, while brilliant minds are working to solve a problem of something that those MAGA types have caused. By bombing people, going after wealth, and for whatever reason they create wars. Now, while this group are giving solution to a problem, people missing limbs and all of that, now the same MAGA group are looking at the work that those organizations that Harry's helping to support. They look standing back, looking, and then they're gonna turn the work that they are doing, the missing limb, the prosthetic and all of that, they're gonna turn it into a negative as well. Okay, this is the pattern of these people. Okay, anything that's good, they're gonna use it to turn it into a negative. The same way the internet, okay, it was a good thing to connect with people, you put news out there. Look how they turn it into a negative. They weaponize it. You have people who's learning how to be in a freaking cult to do damages and all of that. So these people are evil. Anything that is good, these MAGA type mindset, they turn it into a negative. That's what was going in my mind with the prosthetic thing and things like that. They're gonna turn that into a negative, while the initiative was to do good. All right, let's read the comments. Did the government send out a warning to the press, or is this a weird attempt to lure Harry back? And like I've said, it has been done before. Harry cannot trust these people. I spoke about it in one of my videos already. He cannot trust them. Because those papers, it's like a freaking mafia that's going worldwide. They all are connected. What Harry did, they'll never forget. So Harry better be careful. And then you have his family attached to those papers and all of that. So Harry better be careful. Their coverage is definitely different. Don't doubt that will change in the coming days, but it feels like detectives were giving for this trip. Okay, there's 2 comments under it. The British media are hungry for content. They're not getting anything of value from the leftovers, so they are feeding on anything Prince Harry because they don't know how long till their next meal. I am so glad that Prince Harry is not a working royal. Being a working royal will have restricted his service to the world. Royal loss is the world gain. That's for sure. They wanted Prince Harry. They're not the other sibling. Alright, there's 2 comments under that. That's from the previous comment. Alright, plus he won't have been able to disinvolve with Invictus game. It would have ended with just hosting the actual games and Invictus Award, not visiting athletes and the war-torn countries. True, definitely. It will be on brand with royal families sabotaging those efforts for fear of upstaging the heir. They don't care for the benefactors, but rather APTS. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, definitely. Invictus would not be what it is now. It will be so constrained. You know how I said how the royal family love to associate themselves with high profile people who made it on their own. They become popular. They want to be next to these people, and once they got these people next to them, they shrink them down. Okay, look at perfect example. What's that football guy, Beckham? Okay, he was that high up there. He made it on his own, and the moment he's associate himself with the royal family, they shrink him. Next to it, or he allowed it for him to be shrinked. Alright, serious people don't talk or care about overshadowing. Let's be serious. Okay, she retweeted that. ITV News lunchtime on Prince Harry and Ukraine Kiev, and studio discussion with correspondent Neil Connery on both Prince Harry and I want to read this. I'll come back to it. Let's pause. Both Prince Harry and Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper's visit, complementing each other. Alright, 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Prince Harry has paid a surprise visit to Ukraine. Visiting Kyiv, the Duke of Sussex said he wants to do everything possible to help rehabilitate soldiers injured in the war with Russia. The new Foreign Secretary, Yvette Cooper, is also in the Ukrainian capital. Well, our correspondent Neil Connery is with me now. Neil, does Harry's trip risk overshadowing the Foreign Secretary somewhat?
I think in a way these visits complement each other. I think they're trying to do 2 different things. Let's start with Prince Harry arriving in Kiev this morning, arriving by train. He was last actually in the country in April, where he visited Lviv, of course, in the west of the country. By coming to Kiev, the capital, of course, he's closer to the dangers of this war. I think that's the first point to make. He was invited by an organisation called Superhumans. Their leaders met him this morning at the station. Their founder actually presented the Duke of Sussex with a gift. And this is an organisation which is involved in helping the injured in this war through prosthetic limbs and rehabilitation, as we know for the Duke through the Invictus Games and his work with veterans charities. These are issues very close to his heart. Now, when the invite came, Harry said that he had to make 2 calls. The first was to the UK government and the second was to his wife. before he decided he could go. But I think his presence there and the media spotlight that follows him will be welcomed by the Ukrainian authorities. Now, we also had the new Foreign Secretary in the Ukrainian capital arriving this morning. Yvette Cooper met by Ukraine's Foreign Minister. She's due to visit the Government Ministers Building, which was hit by a Russian strike last week in the capital, really bringing home the dangers, the daily dangers faced by people in the capital and elsewhere in Ukraine, of course. The UK government announcing today new sanctions on Russia, and her visit today comes, of course, at the end of this week where we saw Russian drones entering Polish airspace and concerns expressed by NATO members. This is a really important visit at an important time.
And Prince Harry and the Foreign Secretary bringing their races over to it again. Neil, thank you.
That's all people want. That is all people want. Honest reporting without doing all those stupid noises in between. That's all people want. But the tabloid turn it into entertainment pretty much. Okay, I appreciate the intelligent, calm, rational report. Yep. No hyperbole, no hyperventilating, and certainly no muddling the coverage with talks of rifts of overshadowing the sun. I can't help but side-eye ITV. It is good that they are reporting on this trip. However, they did not cover the Invictus game when they should have. That is still unforgivable. Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about this. So they got the right to Invictus, and then they pretty much hijack it, and then they didn't show it. The only thing, from what I've heard, people in the UK can correct me, put timestamp. The only thing that I heard from some of the squaddies and some of my videos commenting, saying that they only highlight, like the way this reporting went, that okay, they didn't really show the game. You know how you watch a soccer match or a football match or whatever, basketball match? Some people wanted, they invested the time to, you know, to watch the Invictus game, but that's not what they got. They got reporting instead. That is unforgivable. Alright, Chris Ship should take note. This is how you do intelligent reporting. No hyperbole, no unnecessary negative asides, no snide remarks added due to his own bias, etc. A so-called royal reporter for the biggest independent UK TV channel should know how to report intelligently. That's the rolling eye. My God, these people and that BS overshadowing. I'm glad that report acted decent once, pointing out that the trip complemented the foreign minister trip. Yeah, so let's go back. Okay, so there's my comment here. I came to learn about overshadowing from Fools of Salty Island. I used to think any engagement, good or bad, from the royal family represent the royal family. I came to learn that the royal family are competing with themselves, which is okay for the British media and the UK enemies. Real issues are distorted to trigger people's anger. The rich love that. Okay, great answer from this serious gentle. Alright, there's a clap. LOL, barely even knew the word and still not sure how to translate it before starting to read. Listen to British press. They're the only one obsessed with this. It's a sickness. Next tweet. Don't forget to turn to our point of view service to watch the full video without screenshot. Well done. IOW and His Royal Highness Prince Harry. Alright, so there's no comment. This is a retweet. Okay, IOM, Ukraine Chief of Mission Robert Turner joined a dialogue in support of Ukraine veteran hosted by the Ministry of Veteran Affairs with the participation of His Royal Highness Prince Harry since 2018. IOM has supported over 100,000 veterans, their families, and community members. Oh, I thought that was a video. No, that's image. FYI, he is not H. Yes, he is. Harry is still a HRH. Okay, since he abandoned his duty. Oh God, they're getting it upside down, and he got 70 likes. Let me put. So one of the things that I did here, I went to ChatGPT, and I said, "Is Prince Harry still HRH?" Pretty much yes. Okay, but to a certain capacity. You could pause and read this. Let's put this. Okay, so did I finish this? I pasted it. Alright, so let's just leave that alone. Let's go to the next tweet. I don't want to make this video too long. Next tweet. Let's black, because they're so consumed about those title. That means not really, I mean, it means something, but there's no significant, it's one of those things you cannot touch. It's just a name. Next to it, Prince Harry picture with Prime Minister of Ukraine, Yulia Savondenko. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. She toured the destroyed government buildings with the Duke and thanked for supporting our Ukrainian military. So there's all of that. You know, this may sound stupid. I didn't think when a country has a president, they still have a prime minister. I thought the prime minister was like a substitution for president. I don't know. That's what I used to think. I don't know. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Let's pause this. Did they set up an event just for Harry to receive gifts? That's a retweet. One more gifts? Yes, one more. Prince Harry was gifted a bottle of champagne, but that's not ordinary champagne. All the proceeds from its sales are being directed to fund military hospitals and medical equipment in Ukraine. Alright, 18 seconds.
Huge project with champagne, real champagne, with our artists, with Ukrainian artists, and all the profit from this champagne we give to the hospital for helping them, buying equipment and everything during this almost 4 years. And it's like a symbol of huge project with champagne, real champagne, with our artists, with Ukrainian artists.
Okay, it's playing over. Let's see here. That was the September 13th, 3 days ago. I'm sure there are things Harry is doing in private for them. While Harry is outside, LOL, they wanted him to stop by and get the gifts as a form of appreciation. Ukraine appreciates Harry. Alright, Prince Harry is a giver. When you give, you receive. Laughing my ass off, I know, right? That's an ad. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. I have one more after this. Okay, Prince Harry feels right at home. No shoes. He took off his shoes. There they are. I wonder the conversation. They really into the conversation. That Guardian article. Let's pause that. That's an ad here. I've never seen reporters that focus on any other royal as they are Harry. Okay, that's why he is so relatable. There's that. I bet he so much wanted to get rid of his socks too. Harry is allergic to footwear. Either that or his feet really hurt. No matter how you try to avoid it, Kiev has a lot of walking. It's always lovely seeing the special one. Okay, hopefully he changed those socks before putting his shoes back on. I mean, he could just shake it and I don't know. Did he walk with a whole bunch of shoes? I mean, socks? His ballet toes like his mommy. Just love this. He put live but love. Oh, the ballet toe pointing it. Alright, so this is my last one. And then I have one more video I'm gonna do. And I don't remember. These are some old tweets. Okay, here's good King Harry surrounded by his aging bodyguard. That was a response to this. He came, he saw, he conquered again and left no crumbs for the leftovers. That's a king. Alright, so that was in response to that. Okay, oh look kid, the sad man pissed because he can't play dress up like his family do, and he would if they let him. I mean, have you already responded this? Let me see if I could find that speech. I can't believe this. I don't know if I the thing then record. Alright, so this is what I just play for you guys. I don't know if it recorded. Prince Harry tells competitors, you don't need to rely on a uniform, nor should you feel lost without one, because everything you need is already within you. So let's listen to this. Alright.
A week ago, I stood here and told you about the significance of being able to wear your nation's flag again. And so many of you have told me that that hit you right here. For many of you, the uniform you've been wearing this past week will give you a new story to tell. And for others, it may give your old uniform new meaning. But I'm here to remind you that after all this, you don't need to rely on a uniform. nor should you ever feel lost without one.
Alright, so Harry already responded to the thing about uniform. What I did here, I think I blocked the person right after. Funeral. Okay, let me see. Show you what I posted, because I blocked the person right after. So there it is here. Let's go into it. Alright, so I blocked the person. Okay, okay, so this is the thing I'm responding to, and there it is here. I pasted it. Harry already responded to this uniform. Here, listen and learn something. There it is here. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. It's after I send it, I realized I then it wasn't recording. Alright, so I'm done with this video. So go on our point of view service. Some of the videos that I've shared here will be played on our point of view service without any screenshots. Okay, so where is the prayer? Let's do safety image. I want a short one. Let's do this here. A prayer for protection. Lord, I pray for your divine protection upon my life as I embark on this new day. Hold me close to you, keeping away all the harms and dangers that may come my way. Surround me with your shield of protection and strength. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.